Yes? The Undercity is perilous. But I recall Minsk making a home down there in the old days. To plant his boot on the very bosom of evil. Or some such. I'll mark an entrance, I know. From there, we shall just have to follow our noses. If you wish. It's, possible I was a little too quick to judge. A little too caught up in ceremony. It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. It is not something you need concern yourself with. I've picked up stranger things in all my travels. Trust me.
Arabella seems not to notice you as you approach. She's as intent on examining a peculiar stone as she is unbothered by the corpses littered on the ground.
Arabella?
Hey! I had a feeling you'd show up. It's sort of our thing, like it's fate or something. Check out the stone. It's magic. Incredible, right?
You are flooded with memories of the distant past. Creatures slain, lovers reunited, spells crackling through the air. The stone holds records of all who have passed by it. Arabella is collecting them. It's as natural as breathing for her.
And I've only scratched the surface. I want to know everything. Bone Man was right. The weave will take care of me. I just need to listen. Bandits came at me with daggers. They didn't know who they were messing with. Yep, and I like it that way. Bone Man told me to follow the weave, to let it guide me. I've learned a lot thanks to him, and I'm still learning. Don't worry about me, I'll be just fine. I'll see you soon enough. Bone Man said so.
I gave my return to Baldur's Gate a lot of thought. I never pictured this, though.
Oh, what did you have in mind? Quiet party? Toasting a return with a few good friends?
Less quiet party with friends, more days of hedonistic debauchery. But otherwise,
Sounds like a recipe for disaster. But you know what? I'm learning to enjoy the taste of chaos. Count me in.
What's this, cousin? Another absolutist come to see what we did to poor old Sarin. Your god took her mind, cultist, so Bereki took her head, and I burned the flesh from her bones. And now you come to interrupt the funeral rites. Yes, cousin. An excellent idea. Cousin says we will take you in return. He says you look just like kindling for Sarin's funeral pyre. Ha! I believe you may believe that. The Absolute takes people, twists them. Sarin, Bereki, and I, we were the three finest thieves in Baldur's Gate. We broke into the offices of Gortash, discovered he was with the Absolute too. Your fellow cultists hunted us, so we hid down here. We were safe, and so was our loot, until the darkness soured Sarin's mind. She kept our treasure from us. Said Bereki and I had gone strange. Hush, cousin. Sarin turned into a cultist herself, so we did what we had to. Bereki wept until his voice was gone, and then he was gone too, leaving only me to conduct Sarin's rites. And my cousins here. You cannot conduct the rites without a clan to bear witness, or some fuel for the fire. She swore she was no cultist, but you all lie. The Absolute turns you. I don't know. Pass then, and do not come back. This is Sarin's final resting place, and a killing ground for all who come to disturb her.
That water looks tainted. Better to avoid it.
Just as I was getting bored, our Lord sends us a little diversion.
The penitent looks at you silently, expectantly. The penitent doesn't respond, holding your gaze almost unblinkingly with his. The penitent doesn't respond, holding your gaze almost unblinkingly with his. The penitent doesn't respond, holding your gaze almost unblinkingly with his. There is the slightest flicker of acknowledgement in his eyes. The penitent blinks. You think. You are dismissed.
You can't die. Get up, damn you!
A gruesome sight. A necromantic ritual, perhaps. This jar, it feels like death itself. A sure sign of necromancy at work.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Carrion offered shelter, safety. I was desperate. Mystic carrion, medium, monster, liar. Promised better life, given only death. Bland, hollow, empty, alive, was still alive. A ritual, jars hidden in flesh. I failed, died too quickly.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. A rush of ancient whispers fills your mind as you approach the door. It is rife with magic. Old, deathly magic.
A new vessel brimming with blood darkens Baal's door to baptize his days most holy. Do you have proof of your faith to our Lord? You lie. You are not faithful. The door stays closed.
No time to rest.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about your Lord's work.
Our Lady. We serve only the Absolute.
Oh, silly me. We Zentarim are so long past our own godly roots, I'm afraid I forget the half of them. But you, I know. When did you start worshipping gods?
Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect, and you will return to the guild hall and do as we have paid you to.
Of course. I only thought...
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsk has caught you.
On that note, good luck. The job will be done by the time you get to the guild hall.
Do not kill him! Find another way! Please!
Shahira! You have an evil, much uglier twin sister. Minsk does not like this.
Against the darkness swarming, his senses a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
He won't stay down for long. Tell your related to protect him from the Elder Brain's influence. Quickly!
No. This one will not aid our cause. Get rid of him. Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. No, I will not be coerced into protecting him. You do not see what I do. His thoughts, his mind, pure chaos.
The mind flare pours poison in your ear, I think.
Tell it I will tear the prism from your grasp and throw it into the deepest lava pit I can find. Long after our bones are dust and ash, the walls of its prison will still be burning. Now help my friend!
She bluffs. Surely she would not risk the fate of all for one simple life. Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images flash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jahira, you killed her!
You are being dramatic.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
Jahira? I do not understand.
Good. That means you're back to your old ways. We have a lot to discuss. But first, you have someone to thank.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the dead three.
You saved Minsk. While he danced like a mind flayer's meat puppet. Why? A level head and a kind heart. It is well that Boo kept me from crushing either. I would be rid of this parasite. Minsk takes orders from only one tiny beast, and he is much cuter than any mind maggot. He is... Where is he? My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsk. Minsk finds that the less thinking he does, the easier the trusting comes. Wait! You gaze into Minsk's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart, and whiskers, and cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Minsk to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? You, this is Boo. And Boo, meet you. No, it is a hamster. A miniature giant space hamster. Fear not, you will learn the difference in time. Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's gate of evil, together. I give you my solemn vow. Should any of us show signs of weakening to the worm, or any other evil, Boo will slaughter us all in our beds. I hope this brings you comfort. Boo and I are most adept in the doing of things, but as you wish. To camp then! For his heroics here today, Boo has earned the most vigorous of back scratchings.
That was Minsk. The Minsk. Part of the crew who saved the city from Saravok all those years ago. Dunno who the Stone Lord is or what the hell he's gotten himself into. But that man is a legend.
Flowers are so overrated. They're bright, gaudy, and almost never make good poisons.
I used to be the scourge of the hells. Now flowers
That
can
gift
make
be
me
needed
cry.
now.
I still need you. These boots have seen everything.
Each their own, I suppose. Although I am right.
One chicken. Don't mind if I do.
Ah, you look like someone who can probably read. Can I interest you in a copy of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette? Please buy one. We're all doing our bit, better than sitting around waiting for the gates to open. It's a really good paper, though. No spelling mistakes in it or anything. Oh, she's very busy. I think she's made new friends in the city. I'm going to join her there when the gates open. Thank you. My first sale. I can't wait to tell Mole.
Don't worry about the smell, citizen. Probably just the drains. Nothing to concern yourself with.
You can smell that, right? Bloody rotten it is.
Behold, this tree is plagued by pestilence, yet refuses to die. The goddess Shontia wishes me to save it. I can feel it.
A distinct whiff of undeath to this place. Though, curious, I can't say I've ever noticed the same about you, Astarion.
My whiff is very faint, thank you. Nothing a little bergamot, rosemary, and a hint of aged brandy can't hide. It's the perfect olfactory disguise for a corpse. Honestly, I miss my calling as a perfumer.
You've clearly thought this through a great deal. I'm impressed and appalled in equal measure.
You do not have an appointment. Yet you seek an audience with Mr. Carrion. Ah, yes. You were drawn to me, a wanderer bearing the scent of death. You are familiar with the necromancy of Fae. I have heard the spirits whisper its name. Few books have the power to send a shiver through the living and the dead. Tell me, what did you make of its contents? Such a book is for those who make only the shallowest ripples in death's dark pools. I inhabit the depths. Clearly these are not waters you know how to swim in. I would hate to be the one who helps you drown. Perhaps one day the book will reveal its secrets to you. Until then, they're best left between its covers. Unless you have any other business with me, I suggest you return to the domain of the living. I always have items of interest to those of a curious disposition. Not food, client.
Oh, that smell. These corpses aren't the freshest.
Not allowed up. Must go down. Customers downstairs.
Things aren't like they used to be. Broadsheet says it all, really. The paper quality is atrocious. Worn edges, easy tearing. That newfangled mechanical printworks is to blame.
Please, sir, please. It's for my son. Anything would help. Any amount at all.
I feel a little dizzy.
Plenty to do and see in the gate. No need to barge in our private chat.
Just discussing the weather, dearie. Nothing of interest to you.
You bang, mate. Not a lot left. Same old, same old. The absolute's closing in and the steel watch is breathing down our necks. But still we fish. Fish mainly. The flaming fest commandeer the best stuff, but I can show you what I've got. Make it last, eh?
My son, sick and likely to die.
Just when I think we've seen the ugliest things yet.
Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
What are these things? And gods, do they stink?
Did
you see? They popped up out of the water all around me. Bitch Queen's mercy.
Did you hear this was the best place to buy fish in the city as well? Seems they neglected to mention the sea devils. Well, that could have gone a lot worse. Thanks for that.
Gods, all we wanted was a nice dockside walk, not an unscheduled menagerie visit.
What are you doing in here?
You catch the scent of death on the man's clothes, his skin damp with decay. He appears unwell.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own. Yes. Now you mention it, it's probably contagious. Let's not come too close. Please. I need to get this done.
Bit busy, mate. We need to get these cleared before the next shipment arrives.
My last decent mate joined the Flaming Fists. Now I'm stuck with these two lugs.
Blasty. This cargo's heavy as lead. And I've got lumbago issues.
Should have docked her under one of those cranes and let the pulleys do the lifting.
Are the gods truly this petty?
According to the label, this urn is filled with G-cube lubricant. How many gelatinous cubes would have to be rendered down into slippery salve to fill an urn this size?
Oi! What's this? You ain't supposed to be down here, mate.
You spot a curious metal contraption in the water. A submersible.
The only port in this whole bleeding city that matters. Now, why are you here? Did Gortash send you? No news is good news, right? Especially with the rough water between here and the Iron Throne. No prisoners lost in the last batch of runs either, though them servants of Umbly are making the trip damn near deadly. Bloody salt is always flopping around in the water. I've almost hit one or two now. Might have even nicked one off the port bow the other day. Maybe that'll teach them to keep out of the way. Gundians, mostly. Collateral to keep those working in the Steelwatch foundry under control. It's an underwater prison, most secure in the realms. Myself and Cap are the only ones who can make it there in one piece. Do you now? Boss never sends anyone that away but prisoners. Huh. Not like him to surprise me, but mad times. I'll take you in. But look, there's some bad shit going down in there. You don't want to get involved. Neither did I, but it was them or me. I'll get Cat warmed up. Get in when you're ready.
Go on then. Coyness isn't in your nature. What would you do with unlimited funds?
Let's just say blood tastes better from a gold goblet. And silk bed sheets improve any nighttime activity.
The fellow who was escorting?
With a half-elf, yeah. New client, maybe? Either way, Glitterbeard was fit to fill his trousers.
Just as well he's going down to special deposits.
Definitely Guild.
My name's Hunley, but you can call me Brit.
Take your time, Dad.
Pantella's in a mood. Don't get in that fist way when she's in a mood.
These common folk need to learn to respect authority. Good thing I'm happy to teach them.
Even before they got those big metal bruisers, the fists were obnoxious. But now...
I swear, this fist is just trying to provoke me, but I'm not going to fall for it.
Think I'll just sit back and rest my weary limbs while these angry youngsters sort matters out.
To the docks. Why?
New rule. It's a restricted area. Top security.
Are you looking for ghosts too? Not sure what to make of it all, to be honest. If you're looking for ghosts, you can be sure there's absolutely none of those here.
Oh, gods, I can feel them all around me. Ghosts, like a horrible slimy breeze.
Stand back! I can't have laymen disrupting the ephemeral intricacies of the spirit field.
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Oh, funny. I can't recall.
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
A man of means, judging by his attire. He looks like a merchant or a junior council member. But right now he's without care, entranced by a tree.
There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvellous creature. Inquisitive and nut-crazed. Halsin. Is he of the Feybergs, the candelabra makers? Perhaps it was Hagrin. Wonderful craftspeople, but truly terrible deal-makers. Oh, just tired, I suppose. It's been quite a long day. Or at least I think it has. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you? I am very pleased to meet your acquaintance. And you are?
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories. The man's mind is a stream of fragmented thoughts, each brushed away by another before it can take purchase.
Marvellous day. Not a care in the world. Moira would have loved this garden. Wait, who's she? Moira? Yes. No. I don't know. I think I remember a face, smiling, young, then older, then ill, then... No, I don't think so. You must be mistaken, friend. I don't know anyone by that name. Well, I remember I was sad, but in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me, seemed very helpful. Though, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place. There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps. Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within. We are here to help.
Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart. There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time. This is a place of healing. Anyone who partook in our methods did so willingly, and left with a smile on their face, freed from their troubles. Would you accuse a surgeon of robbing a tumor? I think not. As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you. This is the House of Grief. We strive to help those whose hearts have grown heavy, be it with anger, melancholy, grief, or treachery. Submit to the mapping and reveal what lurks in your heart. If you consent, follow me. If you do not, leave.
Welcome, friend. Your burdens are soon to be made as light as a feather. Trust me.
You may enter.
You seek to be unburdened, yes?
The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
Do you know why you are here?
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here? Why map what is already known? A disloyal heart, a craven heart, a shadow heart. Now answer. What is your true purpose?
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it, at any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name, in full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Viconia de Veer.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An astral projection. Seems she's taking no chances with us.
Cunning disguise can serve a warrior of the Dark Lady better than any armor. That's what they always told us. I think this was my favorite part. Putting these on. Pretending to be someone else. I suppose that's been my whole life. I think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so. Screams rang off these walls. I swear I can almost hear them. There's so much I can't remember. Yet, if I picked up these implements, I'd know exactly what to do. I remember this place now. A whole stolen childhood spent in these halls. The Mother Superior must be close. Soon this will all be over.
Keep going. The Mother Superior's expecting you.
I want to have a word.
The Mother Superior will deal with you.
They already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shah. How she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shah's initiates for years to come. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy. Give me the artifact, and I can at least make this quick.
Enough. I don't answer to you. Not anymore. I'm here for my family. That's right. I know what you did. And it's not going to be quick.
This is your family. And now you have turned your back on it. The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself. And you squandered it. Whispers reached my ears from all corners. Potential rivals of Lady Shah, all vying for the same prize. A new god, amassing the disaffected, the outcasts. Those who should turn to us. This absolute is but an upstart, disturbing the natural order and threatening to impede the glorious return of Lady Shah's pure, endless darkness. I had to act. I had to strangle that foul conspiracy while it was still in the cradle. We learned all we could. The artifact was the one thing the absolutists feared. The one thing they desperately wanted to keep out of their enemy's grasp. I had to have it. Lady Shah's concerns lie elsewhere, with another. But she is a goddess. She can afford to ignore that which does not threaten her. I must keep her faith alive in mortal hearts. I must defend her ways, lead her children, stop all threats. Even if I must go against her wishes, I will prove myself her most loyal servant.
Shah doesn't care. She was always going to use you and discard you. But now I'm going to deal with you first.
You there! Surrender this one to me now, and you can consider Lady Shah's forces your allies in the battles to come. As you like. Lilala! For Shah! I am Lady Shah.
You can't afraid of me anymore. Spare me your cheap tricks.
Unknown father, offering an embrace of fang and claw. Fighting is futile. The darkness awaits you.
I have to find my parents. They must be close. They screwed up after I moved something on the altar.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
Shah condemned me. By her decree, you and I are enemies.
Only if you wish us to be. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shah.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shah.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up.
Githyanki. Part of the Sharan's preparations to seize the astral prism, no doubt.
These are all about me. 40 years of my life, documented like I was some sort of specimen.
A Githyanki. Head removed. They tortured her for information, and then made sure the corpse couldn't help anyone else.
Greetings. Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the privilege to you as well. Be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone.
These jewels. Why do I remember these, of all things? A gift from Soldanessula, Mother Superior said. Curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not. A little hideaway. Why does this place seem so familiar?
Only a patriarch's loss can open this door. What does that mean? Loss of status? Wealth?
I see them. I see my parents. Gods, what's been done to them?
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No, there is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jan. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place, if you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you tried to step away from me, every time you tried to reach for Seluna, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself and for them. Victory. Your victory is but a guttering candle in the dark. Temporary. Inconsequential.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
No, I can't. I came here for them.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going, that you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was, and still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
But I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. shadows. You were meant to be a guiding light for Seluna's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jan. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
Don't be. They're free now. As am I. And part of them is still here with me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here. Shadowheart, still. I can't run away from who I was all this time. Besides, there's something fitting to it. Can't cast a shadow without some light. My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. And let them go. It's more than I can take in just now. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
A huge polished disc looms before you. A mirror, but one that offers no reflection. All you see is a void of endless darkness.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
A mirror of loss. A relic said to be as old as the Church of Shah itself. Those who stood before it could surrender their very thoughts and memories to the Lady of Loss. Great powers rest within the realm of the mirror, to be granted at the Dark Lady's whim to those making a suitable offering. A piece of themselves.
What Shadowheart did for her parents was a profound act of love. Her courage is... well, it's quite something to behold.
Shadowheart's parents are at peace. And so she, it seems.
I'm so glad Shadowheart's ordeal is over. It'll be a long time before she'll come to terms with all this. But at least now, she can start. Free of Shah.
Ever will Shah try to twist bonds of love into chains of service. Shadowheart did not let her. I cannot presume to know her parents, or what they suffered. But I know that they were proud, in the end.
Shadowheart's memories will be a heavy load for her to carry. But her suffering is over, and so is her parents'. I hope she finds comfort in that.
A cruel task fell to Shadowheart. But she did as her parents wished. She has my eternal respect. And I hope she soon finds peace.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister, it almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. Childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there, surrounded by books and night orchids. Maybe. Or maybe I already liked night orchids and I chose that place because of them. The particulars of childhood can grow hazy even if your memories haven't been tampered with. But I felt safe there. I know that much. Well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. We probably had plenty we wanted to hide from. Anyway, I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny, the things that influence you. Most are lost forever. Some may creep back into my mind if I encounter anything that helps clear the fog. Then there's what Shah did restore to me. Memories of pain, suffering, both my own and what I inflicted. It's overwhelming. Like a lifetime's worth of nightmares unleashed all at once upon waking. I can barely untangle one moment from another, not that I even want to. I just know that my heart sinks if I let my thoughts wander to them. Of course. From the first time I laid eyes on you right until now. That's all safe. I wouldn't surrender even a moment of it. Perhaps. But in the meanwhile, I'll just have to find a way to live with them. Shah seeks to break people, to fill their lives with despair so that they will turn to her for relief. Perhaps she thought this would lead me back to her in time. But it won't. I fought too hard to win my freedom. I will not give it up again, no matter how much it hurts. Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here. To see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am. Loss. Actual loss, not Shah's oblivion. I had my family. Too short a moment. Now they're gone. By my hand. I remember. But they can't comfort me. They can't give me advice. They can't tell me what I was like as a little girl. It's been a long time since I've shed a tear. I don't even know how long. Shadowheart. She's as much a part of who I am as Jennifer. Can't just forget her. It's not what I do anymore. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me. Even better than before, perhaps. You can't cast a shadow without some light.